Yes, how are you?
I'm hello. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon and it's good morning for you.
Yes.
Okay, so you didn't send me questions?
Yeah, I forgot this. Just send this question. I have in my computer. I will try to send you my cell phone.
Okay. Okay, tell me about yourself. What got you interested in aviation? Okay, tell me about yourself and what got you interested in aviation. Okay.
This question, huh? My name is Alexander. I'm just Moise. I'm from Brazil. I'm married. I have three children. I am 43 years old. I had flew
Flown.
at Brazil. Flown. I had flown at Avianca Brazil, but now the Avianca Brazil had been bankrupted 2 months ago in June or July, I think. Um, that's it. Well, I started in aviation. I'm interested in aviation since I was child. In my childhood, we lived, I and my parents, we lived in Rio de Janeiro. And every weekend, my parents took me to the airport. I could see a lot of aircraft. I could see Concorde, because Concorde had a flight from Paris, Dakar to Rio de Janeiro. So I grew up loving aviation.
Okay. So where did you do that course?
When
Where did you do that course? Aviation course.
aviation course, I started in 1998.
Okay. 1998.
Yeah, 1998. Yeah, I started aviation.
Okay, okay, okay. Next question, huh? Okay, so why do you want to leave your current job?
Not current job because the company, like I said, the company had bankrupted in June, and now I am unemployed. I look for a job.
Okay. Why did you choose Qatar Airways?
Qatar Airways. We'll change for Indigo. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I chose it. I chose Indigo because Indigo is a great company in India. I had some friends. I have some friends that fly at the that they are flying at Indigo, And last month, after my trip to Dubai, I like a lot the company because the company is very great company. There are more than 200 Airbus 320. I think it's a very big company in India, and I'd like to increase my skills if I get this job.
Okay. Hmm. Okay, so what do you or your family think about moving to India?
Well, I think my wife is together is with me anything because we have a good family, a good family. But firstly, I need to stay in India during I think 4 or 6 months. After I started to fly, I looking for a good apartment, a good area, and a good school for my children.
Okay.
I think no problem for my family.
So where do you see yourself professionally in 5 years?
Well, in 5 years, I think I want to stay fly at Indigo. Maybe I am can fly doctor at company and fly abroad. The company I know the fly will start international fly the next years. Fly to Asia, fly to East European East. I think I can improve my skills and my professional at Indigo.
Tell me about your most memorable flight.
Right?
Most
Then
most memorable flight.
the memorable flight. I think my memorable flight was when I did my first flight with a captain in Avianca Brazil. God, I became very proud for me because I started in aviation 15, 20 years ago, and I get this position at the company. I remember the flight was from Guarulhos, São Paulo to Fortaleza. And I remember the co-pilot, the flight attendant. I remember during the flight, the weather was good, yes, happy good. And the Fortaleza, the very good city. For me, this first flight as a captain in Avianca Brazil.
What do you like about your airline and route?
The airline, I don't like airline route. I think the route. I think when I was flying at Avianca, I like it to fly to Fortaleza, to Salvador, because I love this city. Because there is a good city, and the weather always is good, and the temperature is very cool, very cool, and there are a lot of beaches at the city.
Or you can say the temperature is not very high. Understand?
Yeah,
Which is your favorite route?
favorite route. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same.
What is your biggest achievement so far?
Please.
Your biggest achievement.
Well, achievement. Because I didn't practice this question yet.
Achievement means
Yes. Achievements.
did you get?
Not achievement.
Yes.
Achievements. The biggest achievement. I think, well, in my opinion, the biggest achievements in my life, in my flight, is not in my knowledge about the aviation. I think in my knowledge about the aviation, about the birds, about the situation.
What is your achievement? Means you don't know how to answer. You understand the meaning of achievement?
Yeah, achievement. I think my biggest achievements in the aviation, yes, when I had my promotion as captain in my last company. Because even when you started to fly, you always want you always wanted to become a captain. So when I started to fly as a captain, for me is a very pride for me. It is my big achievement in my career.
Same question is there. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yeah, I think it's the same. Yeah, because in the Qatar interview, I think between this question, this is 5, 6. I know.
Do you have any question for us?
No, I would have no question for you. Good if I have any question. It's interesting.
Yes.
What do you want? What do you think? I need to do a question for the company. Not serious. Only to.
Yeah, simply you can ask like your technical question or anything about aircraft or something like that. Means what kind of aircraft do I have to fly if I like this?
What do you know? If during the interview, in the final, the last day interview, if he asked me about do you have any question? No, I don't have question. No, I don't have question. I think I'm asking nothing.
You may ask, no problem. You may ask a question, no problem.
Yeah.
You may ask.
I need to think about the question.
Just simply you can ask about the aircraft or some technical things like this.
Okay.
About your work job profile, how many flights do I have to fly every week or like this, what would be my route to fly, all these things you can ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So your friend Carlos was also asking for the same questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I sent yesterday to him
Okay, okay, okay.
this question and other questions about the interview from Qatar. There are technical questions in this interview. I had others interview about the others company like Vietjet, Vietnam Airlines. They ask you about the several things about the manner of the aircraft. But it's a technical question. I think during the Indigo interview, the Indigo interview don't have question. We will not have question about the technical question about the aircraft. I think only about myself, about my what I hope about the Indigo, what I think it will improve my English. I will told about you for Indigo.
Okay.
I think I will during the interview I told about the sense I come back from Dubai. When I didn't pass in the English interview, I started to study English. I have an Indian teacher by Skype every day. Yeah, I try to improve my English. I think is important.
Yes. Okay. A question is here. Is it impossible to have a successful career and a happy life?
I think it's not impossible. You can have a successful in your career and be happy in your life. You have to have you need to have a good thinking about the life. You have to dedicate it in your job. I think it's not impossible.
But sometimes it happens. It is not impossible, but it is difficult, I think, because sometimes when you have a very good, successful career, that time you have to work a lot to earn money, and you are always busy with your job, with your company, and you don't get much time for your family. So you don't have happy life because you are busy in career with the company, you are earning money, and you don't have time for your family.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
right. It's better the answer.
Yeah,
It's not impossible, but when you
but it is
when
difficult. You can say
it's
like this. Yeah, it is not impossible to have a successful career with successful life or happy life, but it is difficult. It is not the same for all, because when we go to choose a successful career, it means we have to work hard, and when we have to work hard, we don't have time for the family, and when we don't have time for the family, we cannot have our family life happy,
yeah,
like
it's
this.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
understand?
yeah, I understand. It's not impossible, but it's very difficult. It's very difficult because if you have a successful job, a successful career, you don't have enough time to your family.
Yes. Very good. Okay.
You won't have enough time. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you. Okay. Okay, so would you encourage your children to accept job in another country or in your country?
Could you repeat, please?
Yeah. Would you encourage your children to accept a job in another country?
Well, I think I would encourage them because it is very good your future to work a job because sometimes you have a good experience in their life. They will have a good experience in your life in a professional and in your life because you know different countries and different cultures around the world. I think it is good to fly to work abroad to fly.
So maybe you want to encourage your children to get a job in another country, no problem.
No problem.
Okay, so what is the importance of internet in our life?
Well, internet is very important in all the people nowadays because you need to internet to talk with the people in other countries to have a class like us to a conference of the company in the other city, other part of the world. Is internet is very good. Every people need the internet nowadays.
Yeah, you can say in some other words, you can just little bit be descriptive in that answer. Like means the importance of internet means it is important for everyone. It is important for students. You can say it is important for students. A student can study their subjects on internet, and they can find even the friends to discuss their study with them. And the students like you who want to learn English, they can learn English from their home itself. It is good for the offices, it is good for everyone. Everything is done on computer and on internet, so it is good for everyone.
Yeah, it's good for everyone. Yeah. It's good for me, it's good for everyone.
Yes.
Using everything with the internet. You use internet for learning English, for conference, for a lot of things to do. You use the internet to pay the bills, to buy at the market, to look for a job, to look for a trip, to buy the trip. Yes.
And you can have the money transaction also. Money transaction.
Yeah, sorry?
You can have money transaction.
Yeah, money. You get money from the internet.
You can have money transaction. You can send money, you can receive money.
Yeah.
You can study on internet. You can have your business on internet.
You can have a business, yeah. You can have a job.
Next. Okay, so in Brazil, actually in India, we have a culture like we always engage servants. You know servants?
No. It's the same. Servants.
So in India, it's a culture.
Culture. What is culture?
Culture. I told you last time also.
Culture.
Yes.
Culture, yeah, culture.
So in India, it's a culture. Like yesterday, I told you that this is the culture we always pray to God when we start having food. Yesterday, I told you.
Okay, employee. The servants like employee.
So it is a culture in India. We always engage servants or the rich people, you can say.
Okay. Okay. The culture in English, the culture in India, the people, the rich people has a culture, has a servant.
Yeah, they engage. Yes.
Yeah, servant. They take care about the house. They clean the house.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, food. Yeah. Okay. In Brazil, it's called employee, domestic employee. In Brazil, the name is domestic employee.
Which boy?
Domestic.
Okay, domestic boy.
The most is the same as servants.
Yes.
Servants.
Yeah. And the people who have shops, they also have boys on the shops to help.
Do you have servants at home?
Yeah, sometimes.
One.
Maybe one or two, it depends. Like maid servant, you know. You know maid servant.
Maid.
Listen. Don't see. Maid servant means lady servant.
Lady. Okay, lady servants.
Yes.
Lady. Okay.
So that lady.
You know, in my home, we don't have a servant now because it is not very expensive. But in actual situation, I can't spend with this service. But we had not servant, but we have in Brazil it's called twice on a week. We have a servant twice on a week to clean the house.
Yes.
Yeah, not every day.
Yes, I understand.
In Brazil it's called a law. If you had every day, you need to pay a lot of things for government. So several people in Brazil choose to have a servant twice on a week. If you have 3 times on a week, you need to pay a lot of things. And one or twice, no, you pay for this day.
Yes, same thing is here in India also. It is your choice. If you don't want to engage your servant for the whole day or for every day, then you can call your servant 3 times a week, 2 times a week for 2 hours, for 3 hours. for the cleaning, for the washing of the clothes, or
Yeah.
for washing your cars and all. So you see, we have engaged many persons in my home. In the morning, a maid servant comes.
In the morning.
Yeah, she cooks food.
Okay.
She cooks food for me and for my family.
Okay. And clean the house and wash your clothes.
That is different. That is different.
It's different seven.
Yes.
It's other.
Yes.
It's other people.
Yes. Okay.
So the one
For cooking.
home for cooking
Yes.
and
One is for cooking. One is for cleaning utensils.
okay. You
And
have two servants.
and
One
other is,
should cook your food. The other clean the house, wash your clothes.
and third one is cleaning the house.
How is the name is the iron, hot iron, I don't know in English. After wash the house, watching the house, not watch, watching clothes.
Okay, after cleaning you
You dry the clothes. You dry.
washing machine you are talking about.
Iron clothes. Iron clothes.
Ah, yes.
Iron clothes. I don't know in English. I think I have never said this. Iron.
It is called iron.
Iron.
I iron the cloth.
Your clothes, pants, your shirt. Yes. How's the name?
This is iron.
Iron. Only iron. Yeah.
It is a steam iron. We put water here.
Yeah, the same. Like yeah. I had in my home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Iron clothes.
Yes. So
Yeah.
after washing we iron.
After washing, iron. Yeah. It's the same servant. Clean the house, wash your clothes, iron your clothes.
Yes.
Yes.
But we don't have servant for ironing.
No.
We iron our clothes ourselves.
Okay.
And I have a servant for cleaning my car.
The other.
Yeah, means I have a servant for cleaning my car.
Okay. In Brazil, in Brazil, the people there are a car wash. There are a lot of car wash in the city. You take your car and pay for this for car wash.
Yeah, but this is very expensive.
Here in Brazil, the car wash is around $10.
Costly.
Very expensive.
Yes.
$10.
Yes, it is expensive. In my city, it is around $5.
$5.
Yes.
Coffee.
Yes.
Black coffee.
Yes. Enjoy your coffee.
Brazil coffee is very good. It's one of the best of the world. Brazil and Colombia.
Okay. But I cannot have that coffee here because Brazil is very far away from here, and I cannot have Brazilian coffee.
Yeah. When I enter at Indigo, I take a lot of coffee.
Yes. I'll see you if you come to India. I'll see
Yeah.
you. I'll see you. Even I
But this
will.
Brazilian coffee in Brazil, I like this strong coffee. Strong, very black, strong coffee.
Yes, yes. And if you come to India and if you join Indigo and if you come to India, I would like to go by that plane, the same plane which you would fly.
Okay. Yes, for me, I would like to receive you in my flight.
Yes, I will ask you first on phone which flight you are going to fly. So
Okay, thank you.
I'll buy the ticket. I'll buy the ticket of this and I'll travel.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, just I want to ask you one thing. Okay, suppose if I go by that flight which you are flying, can I come to your cockpit to see how you fly?
Could you repeat, please?
Yeah, me if I go into the flight which you are
Yeah.
flying, can I come to the cockpit to see how you fly?
I think you can't enter the cockpit during the flight. I think it's prohibited.
Not during the flight, but before you take off.
Oh no, before it's possible.
Yeah.
On the ground, I don't know about Indigo, but in Brazil it's possible to visit the cockpit on the
Yeah.
before close the door, before close the aircraft door, before they start the flight, you can enter at the cockpit. Depending of the company, I don't know about the Indigo. If it is possible, with me, my door is always open for the passengers.
Okay. Okay. So
I don't know about the regulation about the India. I don't know. In Brazil it's possible. Maybe in India, I don't know. I need to study about this. Because the 11th September is prohibiting all the world the passenger enter at the cockpit during the flight. And some countries is prohibited all the time on the flight, on the ground. In Brazil, depend of the company, depend of the captain. My company, my last company, was permitted to passenger enter, but there was a lot of captain who don't give the passenger entry.
or you can say me
Permit.
not me. He didn't allow. He didn't allow the passengers to go into the cockpit.
Yeah. Do you have entered at the cockpit in the aircraft?
No, I have never. But I want. But I want to.
It's wrong. Have you entered? Have you ever entered at the cockpit?
No, never.
Never.
But I want to see. I want to see. I want to go inside the cockpit to see how it looks.
Yeah. It's very nice. To people don't. I have a lot of passengers during my career.
Okay.
The passenger never flying, and I permit this person enter at the cockpit. Wow, it's beautiful. A lot of buttons, a lot of lights.
Okay. When you take off, when you first you run, aircraft on the runway, and then you take off, right?
Yeah.
first you run the aircraft on runway and then you take off. Okay, so that time you are connected with the some controlling unit on the airport to fly, or how
Yeah, I communication with the controller, and I take off by myself. After takeoff, after passing 500 feet, I can I can turn on the autopilot.
okay,
You have a question?
yeah, you turn on the autopilot and it gives you the direction.
Yeah, because before the flight, the captain and co-pilot prepare the MCDU, prepare the flight plan, all the roads. During the CDS, SID, que é Standard Instrument SID, and fly on the road, descend, approach, and landing. So during flight, after takeoff, when I turn on the autopilot, the autopilot follow this flight plan that I insert on the ground. You know?
Actually, I want to know that when you are in the sky, how do you know? Suppose you are coming, you take off at Brazil and you are coming to Mumbai or Kolkata.
Yeah.
Okay, then in the sky, how do you know that you have to go in that direction to go to Calcutta?
Because I have inertials and I have GPS and the airplane. Yes, that's the basic radio. Lately, 20, 30 years ago, the pilots don't have GPS and inertials. Only radio, a fixed radio, VOR and NDB. You fly navigation by radio. For example, I know about the India, the map of the India. If the aircraft took off from Cochin, Bangalore to Calcutta, later, 13 years ago, the aircraft took off from Cochin, then fly direct to Bangalore, fly direct to other city in north, other city by city. And now the aircraft fly directly from Chennai or from Cochin to Calcutta. Direct road, because there are GPS. GPS calculate made a call the direct road. And when you arrive at the airport, you have post procedures for ILS, for NDB, VOR, for landing.
So you means there is always a GPS system in aircrafts.
Stump.
No, means you have GPS system.
System, GPS system.
So
Yeah, GPS, inertial, the older system is the older navigation system. You know, Airbus 320 has 3 inertials, has 2 GPS, and ILS, VOR, NDB. There are a lot of radio navigation, system navigation.
okay, so it helps you to choose the direction.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My son with me at the cockpit in Brazil.
Oh, very good.
Impossible, but I took my son at the cockpit.
So it's really very good. You fly. You are a pilot.
Yeah, the other picture. Yeah.
Ah, yes. Good.
The last year, he's had the last year. We have I made a flight from Guarulhos to Natal. Natal is a big city in Brazil, in northeast. It's a good city. So we we take off at night and we have a day off the after the other day. We go to the beach, play. It's a very good trip. One day only. The other day, he wake up around 1 a.m. early.
It is very interesting to know that how you fly. Okay, so that you haven't actually flown any aircraft for many days. So,
Yes.
so what do you think? You just feel like flying? I don't know how you fly an aeroplane.
This aircraft is very comfortable for me. It's not. I'm not afraid of flying. I'm prepared normally. I think like you before teach a class. I think the same. I go to the airport, I make a briefing about the procedures, the embark. Because before the flight, the captain must make a briefing with the crew members, with the co-pilot and flight attendant. We're talking about the embark procedure, emergency situation, environment, weather, you know. After we go to the aircraft, but it's normally. Because I have been flying for 11 years in commercial aircraft.
But if I go to fly, I may be afraid of flying.
No, it's safe. Flying is very safe.
It's safe, but if I go to fly myself,
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
afraid.
But have you ever fly? Have you ever fly by plane?
No,
Have you ever fly by plane?
yeah, I use aeroplane. I go by aeroplane, but I'm saying if I go to fly myself, if I become a pilot,
Okay.
it would be
Would
difficult.
would you like to fly like a pilot?
Yes, but it would be difficult for me now in this age, I think.
In Guarulhos, don't have air club schools offer aircraft.
I don't know.
Guarulhos.
Maybe but actually now I cannot fly because I am 54. I am not allowed to take admission now.
It's not allowed.
Yes, after 54, we're not allowed. I am 54.
Oh.
I am going to be 54. I am 54 now. I am going to be 54 this month, 22nd. So
What's allowed to fly above 54?
I think it is not, because now I am an old man.
Yeah, not. Because in Brazil there are a lot of people have a private pilot only fly sport fly on the weekend. The people buy your plane and fly on the weekend. But very rich people.
Yes, I understand.
Because in Brazil the airplane is very expensive. Different from USA. USA is cheaper. The aircraft.